What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Two Pencils podcast. Here on this sorry about that, here on this very important Thursday, as it is opening day for the Major League Baseball season, and the round of 16 continues in March Madness. In my opinion, I've said it multiple times, the best time of the year. You absolutely cannot beat this time.
Good time, and it feels great outside today.
It does. It's Wednesday evening when we're recording, and it is perfect outside. We took our football team out this evening. The skill guys threw some balls, ran some routes, and it was a great day.
Good.
Uh, anyway, we're not going to
This
waste.
morning it was a little chilly this morning.
Anyway, we're not going to waste a lot of time. We have one final bracket that we're going to do, and Jackson was in charge of the seating of this, so I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I disagree with a few of his seeds, but anyway, the committee doesn't always get it right. Although I'm sure our committee today will stand by their picks, but we have put together the Two Pencils podcast local restaurant bracket, and we need to define what we defined local as. You made the seed, so I'll let you explain because apparently there's a different meaning out there. Everybody has a different meaning for local, so I'll let you walk everyone through how we chose the restaurants that we did.
Well, first off, local means local to us. So something that's local to Tompkinsville or Bowling Green, they have different things. For us, I essentially texted two or three groups of people and said, "What are y'all's favorite restaurants?" I consider local something where you can drive your car there and back in the same day and it's not a hassle.
So, according to John Jackson, local to Fountain Run, Kentucky would be Cave City, Kentucky, because he made it clear on the last episode he's loaded up his family multiple times and they've drove from Fountain Run over to Cave City for Long John Silver's.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, to me, my
All John
definition of
Silver's did not make the list.
they did not. To me, what I define local as is about a 60 mile radius. And I apologize, my camera is not cooperating today. If you're watching on YouTube, sorry. That's probably going to happen again. So, anyway, that is what we come up with. And I'll give you the seeds that Jackson come up with. You can find the bracket on our Facebook page. Um, this camera is just off today. Uh, but let's go through the seeds real quick. The overall number one seed, Jackson went with Pub by Novo. I agree with that pick. That is located in Bowling Green, Kentucky. If you've never been, go try it out. The number
That
two
was
seeds,
when I asked all the groups, give me some local places that are your favorite. Every single person or group, that was the first or second one they sent. Every one.
the number two seed is Gerard's Tavern, also in Bowling Green, Kentucky, right there on the square. Great restaurant. Uh, the number three seed, another Bowling Green, Kentucky restaurant, Hickory and Oak. Great place. At the number four seed, you can find this in Glasgow or Bowling Green, and that is Shogun. At the number five seed, now we're getting into the local good stuff. Backyard Barbecue out of Tompkinsville, Kentucky. And the reason we chose Backyard is because that's the one that we eat at the most. Because when me and Jackson are in Tompkinsville, we're at our parents' house, and it's literally right across the road. So
I walked
all
there.
the yeah, we literally walk there. We
Pretty local, if you ask me.
how many times you say we walk there as a kid?
Thousands.
So all the barbecues in Monroe County, excellent. That's what Monroe County is known for is great barbecue. But we decided to go with Backyard simply because it's right next door when we're in Tompkinsville. At the number six seed, we went with Montana Grill. I'm surprised you seeded that high.
Montana Grill is again one of the ones I got from multiple people. I probably, if I just made the list with no help, wouldn't have put it that high. Love it, but it was a. I mean, everyone sent it to me. It's a popular one apparently. I tried to
At,
take all the ones I got and the ones I got the most, and that's kind of how I seeded them.
at the number 7 seed, we've got Drake's. And in one of our group messages, that caused a little controversy because some people said Drake's is overrated. To them, I think you're crazy. But that's another Bowling Green, Kentucky restaurant, by the way. At our 8-9 matchup, brutal, brutal matchups here. Out of Glasgow, Kentucky, it is a little taste of Texas. And then at the number 9 seed, facing off against each other, the number 9 seed out of Columbia, Kentucky, is the Black Stallion.
Mm.
That's a brutal matchup right there.
The
The number 2
committee took into consideration uh, trying to make some good matchups.
at the number 10 seed, this one, this one hits home for me. I'm actually, I can see the top of the building right now. Garcia's in Glasgow, Kentucky. At the number 11 seed, where'd it go? Number 11, Double Dogs. At the number 12 seed, we've got Toro. Not a big fan, but some people are. Number 13 seed in Scottsville, Kentucky, Harper's Catfish. Excellent, excellent place. The number 14 seed is, excuse me, Crawdaddies in Cookeville, Tennessee. Our number 15 seed is Napoli's. Am I saying that right?
Napoli's.
Napoli's. And then at our number 16 seed, which the one I disagree with the most, Dovey's out of Tompkinsville, Kentucky. Would the committee like to defend any of their selections?
Would have been higher. It's under new management. I'm sure they do a great job. I just haven't been there in quite a while. The committee hasn't been there in a while, so they
I
won their
urged
conference tournament to get in.
I urged him, dude, Dovey's has to be higher. And he said, I've just not been in a long time. I was like, but I have. I have been. I apologize sincerely if you're watching on YouTube. We were in a rush trying to record this. It's not professional, but nothing about this is. Uh, I urged him, you got to put this higher. And he wouldn't do it. The committee was stubborn with this pick.
The Dovies won its conference tournament to get in, so
I
don't know
forgot
that
my
they
little.
would have got an at large.
I was in a hurry. Like I said, we're in a hurry. Jackson's got somewhere to be as we're recording this, and I forgot my little stand that my recording device usually sits on, so sorry. But anyway, let's get right into these matchups right off the bat. 1 versus 16, just a brutal draw. We got the Pub by Novo versus Dovey's.
I think it's a typical 1 versus 16. The pub clears. It's going to be tough to beat. I'm going there
Let,
Friday. I can't wait.
let me ask you this. What all are you going to factor in to your decisions? Are you just factoring in food? Are you going to take into account atmosphere? How are you doing this? Because I'm going food, atmosphere, everything.
Yeah,
Right.
I think the food and then just the general excitement if someone said, "Hey, I'm going to buy your dinner tonight and this is where I'm taking you." Just the general excitement of how excited I would be to go to that particular place.
Now, I will say food, I mean, this I can't pick Dovey's here as great as it is. I was going to try to go on a little ramble there about how Dovey's should have a chance, but this is just a Pub by Novo. When you text me, Pub by Novo was first on my list. Dovey's great. People from all over still come to get the Dovey burger. They buy them in bulk, take them home. But Pub's got it all, dude. Steak, wings, giant TVs to watch ball games, just an outside place to sit and eat. Just the pub wins with these.
Yeah, and it's no disrespect to Dovey's. I mean, we love Dovey's. It's just it's a tough draw. Pub by Nova. Guards win in March. Wings win in March.
How do you get your Dovey burger? Squeezed or unsqueezed?
Well, first off, I'd get them squiz, but I do get them. I get them squiz, and just a little too much for me if they're not. But I get two of them. You got to get two. You can't just get one.
They do double cheeseburgers now.
Hmm.
The Dovey burgers are still elite.
I'd still
Um,
get two of them.
did you get? And I'm going to say no. I'm going to say you're going to call me crazy, but the Dovey's milk
No,
with your burger? Oh,
no.
Dovey's milk is different. They also, I'm pretty sure they still got the old glass Coke bottles. Excellent. Dovey's is great. It just got a brutal draw here. Let's move on. The one seed clears. We're sorry. We love you, Dovey's. It just sorry. At our 8-9 matchup, two of my favorite places on the planet, and that is a Little Taste of Texas out of Glasgow, Kentucky, and the Black Stallion out of Columbia, Kentucky. Let's debate if we don't agree.
Well, I'm taking Little Taste, and it's very, very, very close. Um, I would probably take the steak in a very slight way for Black Stallion. Um, but I mean, I had a Little Taste of Texas steak, ribeye steak sandwich today. So maybe it's because it's fresh on my mind, but I just think the things you can get at Little Taste, the sides are better. Um, you know, now one thing Little Taste has going against it is it's very small. You're going to be, you got to get in there. Uh, but I just, if you're saying you're going to buy my dinner or my supper, which one gets me a touch more excited? I think I'm going to have to go with. I think I'm going to have to go with Little Taste. I just get a little more excited to go there.
Well, we go to Little Taste of Texas every year on April 30th for my birthday. Of course, in our families, we celebrate birthdays. They get to pick where they go eat. That's always been my pick. But this is close. Little
It's
Taste of
close,
Texas. You said you prefer the Black Stallion steaks.
just a little. Just they're just a little. They're a little thicker cut.
I prefer just solely off food. You got to go Little Taste of Texas, in my opinion. Now, like you said, it's very small. The atmosphere isn't great. You're normally going to have to wait, but to me, it's totally worth it. I like the Black Stallion. I think they're a little cheaper, but I've got to give the edge to Little Taste because it's, in my opinion, it is the best steak in the area. And when I say in the area, I'm talking Tompkinsville, Glasgow, majority of Bowling Green.
Little Taste also has a unbelievably good smothered chicken. It's chicken breast and it is smothered in cheese, and it is really good.
It's hard to beat anything when it's covered in cheese.
True.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna give the very slight edge to Little Taste, um, but it's close. The Black Stallion is super good. Anytime I'm up around Columbia, Camelsville, Russell Springs, I'm stopping at the Black Stallion. But Little Taste at the buzzer to move on. Next matchup, an interesting one, our 5 versus 12. It is Backyard Barbecue versus Toro out of Bowling Green. Backyard is out of Tompkinsville. To me, this matchup is not close. Normally, your 5 versus 12 matchups, there's always that upset alert potential. Not in this one. Backyard clears easy, in my opinion.
It's close at halftime, but ends up not being close. Toro is really, really good. It's different. It's very different. You are not cultured. I am. If you're an uncultured swine, you probably don't like Toro, but it's really, really good. But there's not, I don't know what, I've got to go off one dish. I base what I like a lot of times off one dish or one thing on the menu. And I keep going back and I get that and I get that. Nothing Toro has is as good as a shoulder plate, sprinkle mild, with any sides you want.
What sides do you get?
Sometimes I get beans and fries, and I dip the fries in the beans because they put the sauce in the beans. Sometimes I get, if I'm trying to be healthy, I'll get a green beans and the eggs. Sometimes you get double beans. You can't go wrong with double fries. You can't go wrong. I'm not a slaw guy. A lot of people told me, they want slaw. Uh, Friend of the show, Matt Bottom, Rathew Bottom, said that he gets the slaw and puts the sauce in it, and that's the best thing he's ever had. But I'm a beans and fries guy.
I usually get double fries, some green beans. I like dipping the
I've
green
been there
beans down
so
in the
much
sauce.
now that I have a specific order. It makes Lincoln so mad. He says it's complicated. I, if I'm gonna eat there and pay money, I want what I want. I get an extra piece of meat and no bones.
It's just ridiculous. Like,
Elite.
why are you so difficult?
It's not difficult. Just give me some pieces without bones in them. It's not hard. It's literally a matter of picking up this piece or picking up that piece.
Just ridiculous. You get what they give you.
And I pay for that extra piece, and it's worth it. So it's not like I'm just being difficult. I'm paying for
No,
that extra piece.
I'm more so talking about the no bone. Like, just
It's just a matter of picking up this piece or this piece. Like it's not hard. It might be difficult for someone like you, but they always they oblige me.
we in the clear. Backyard moves on.
Yeah.
In our 4 versus 13 matchup, to me, sneaky matchup here. You got the 4 seeded Shogun versus the 13 seed representing Scottsville, Kentucky, Harper's Catfish.
I don't think it's sneaky at all. I love Harper's, but Shogun could have been the 1 seed.
Really?
Shogun is good. And you're
Yeah,
gonna eat and you're gonna eat 2 meals out of it.
Shogun is great. Now that the point you just brought up is the reason that I will pick Shogun and won't be surprised if it makes a deep run, and I won't be surprised if it wins the thing, because you're getting a minimum of 2 meals, maybe even 3. As I've gotten older and I've gotten a little wider, it only lasts me about 2 meals. But it used to, back in the day when I was a little younger, it would last me 3 meals, no problem.
I've never stretched it to 3 meals before.
Are you a yum yum sauce guy?
Yeah.
I
Am I
know people
breathing
that are not. I
alive?
know people. I know people who don't like it.
Don't trust those
Crazy,
people.
crazy. I know. I
You
also know
know
people.
the restaurant that we left off of here that I just thought about?
What's that?
Family style.
Mm. Well, you can't blame me. I didn't make the bracket.
Nobody sent it to me. I should have put it on there. That's a failure by me.
So blame Jackson if you're upset with this bracket. It was not
Family
yours
style
truly.
should have got in over crawdaddies.
Whoa now. Crawdaddies is elite.
Never been there.
Well, I have. It's elite.
So is
So
family style.
so Shogun's moving on. Um, to the other side of the bracket, we've got our 2 seed Gerard's Tavern versus Napoli's. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Gerard's. What are we doing here?
I'm going Napoli's.
Well, okay. I'm just trying to see your point of view. I will say this. Gerard's is way too fancy of a place for me. Okay? I shouldn't eat at Gerard's. I also don't like paying that much for a meal. It's very expensive. That's why I've only been once in my life. But boy, it is fire. It is great. So good.
There's not a lot of real Italian places around. Napoli's is. Luke Foods has been there. Shout out Luke Foods. Has he ever been to Gerard's Tavern? I don't think so.
He's also been to Backyard Barbecue in Tompkinsville.
He has. He has. I just think I get like I don't know. I went to Napoli's just I don't know a couple weeks ago. It was just incredible. It's
We
great. It's like Olive Garden on steroids. You
we
don't like
went.
you don't like Italian food.
Yeah, that's fine. We went for somebody's birthday. It's been a few
It
months,
did. It did.
but it's good. It's just like better than Gerard's.
It's been so long since I've been to Gerard's. I can't. I'm not gonna. If you're that dead set on it, I'm not gonna fight too hard. But my vote would be Napoli's.
I mean, the fact that a person like me doesn't belong in Gerard's is kind of
Don't say
making
that.
me.
We belong anywhere.
I don't. I'm a tightwad. I'm a tight person.
Well, there's a
Okay.
reason the food's more expensive.
Yes, it's because it's elite.
So I'm
Yes,
not gonna fight you on it. You've been to both, so
Gerard's.
I'll allow it.
Gerard's is moving on. In our 7 versus 10 matchup, good sneaky matchup here. You've got the 7 seeded Drakes out of Bowling Green, Kentucky, versus the number 10 seed out of Glasgow, Garcias.
I think this is the toughest matchup of the first round.
It very well could be.
Garcia is our friends of the show. Uh, Drake's is so good. The variety at Drake's is better, really. You can get a burger, you can get a steak, you can get chicken, you can get chicken tenders, you can get watch ball games. Uh, what I get is a buffalo chicken quesadilla. It's incredible. They have fries and tater tots. Their ranch tastes better than anywhere else on the list. I don't know why, but whatever ranch they use tastes better than anywhere on the list. But it's Garcia's, and I don't know. I don't know that I can make a pick.
I love Mexican food. It's probably it's might be my favorite. And Garcia's is just I eat there so often. Again, I can see it here from my house. It is so good. The atmosphere is pretty cool. The service is off the chain. It's just phenomenal. And I love Drake's too. It's like you said, it's a great place to go watch a ball game. It's a great place to go with a group of friends and just hang out. But I'm gonna go Garcia's.
I think I can live with that.
We going Garcia's to move on?
I think so.
And then at the 3 versus 14 game, I know you're. I'm gonna let you choose this, and I know what you're gonna pick. And that is Hickory and Oak versus Crawdaddies.
Yeah, I mean it's Hickory and Oak in a brutal beatdown for me, but I've also never been to Crawdaddy's, so it's hard for me to.
Crawdaddies, Crawdaddies is very good, but it's Hickory and Oak. Quite possibly my favorite or second favorite place to eat in Bowling Green. So I'm gonna go Hickory and Oak. And then our last matchup of the first round, our 6 versus 11 seed, another good matchup here. Montana Grill versus Double Dogs.
I get more excited if you told me that you were going to take me to Double Dogs.
I 100% agree.
I love Montana Grill. It's really, really good. Uh, it was a popular one. I just, for me, I just think Double Dogs, the atmosphere of the ball games, and I mean, you're there to watch a game pretty much. You
Double
can't,
Dogs,
unless you look directly at the person you're eating with, you're going to see a ball game on.
Double Dogs, the atmosphere is elite. It might be the best in the area.
Who owns Double Dogs or who is directly affiliated with Double Dogs? Rafferty's.
That's good, I guess.
They're
But
they are owned by the same people. I'll say that.
Double Dogs, the patio, you can sit outside, watch baseball, basketball. You can sit inside. There's TVs everywhere. The wings are phenomenal.
If there's
Elite.
any football coaches that watch this show, and I know there are some, Double Dogs is special because when the state championships used to be at Western in Bowling Green, every single coach in the state, it felt like I have met so many coaches and hung out with so many coaches. Like when the state championships were at Western, every coach in the state was at Double Dogs. That's just where everyone went. It was 200 coaches in there. It was awesome.
It's just a great place to go hang out. I mean, it's
Yeah,
you really can't beat it. As far as if you're just looking for a cool atmosphere. Now, I think there are restaurants that have better food, sure, but as far as atmosphere, I honestly don't know of anything local that beats it.
we may or may not have driven out of the way to go there the other day.
We did. We on the way back from Nashville for the SEC tournament. We went and we that's what we did. We wanted a place to go watch the end of was it the SEC championship? Yes. We wanted a place to go watch the end of the SEC championship game because it was a good game. Hey, let's go to Double Dogs. So we did. We went
Oh,
about
sorry.
7 or 8 minutes out of the way, and we went to Double Dogs. Totally worth it. But let's move on to the second round. This one is just brutal. Pub by Novo versus Little Taste of Texas. What do
It's,
you get when
it's
What
not
do you
hard.
get when you go to pub?
Me and Trista will get 20 wings, split them, and a pizza and split it.
Pizza.
They
You ever
have
had the pub?
deep pizza.
You ever had the pub steak?
No, I haven't. I've been with, well, Trista's got it before and give me a bite of it. I know it's good.
Very good. I also really love the pub's fries.
They have the second best wings I've ever had. I've
Really.
made this statement before. Madison Gardens in uh Madison Gardens in Richmond, Kentucky, where Eastern Kentucky's at. They have the best wings on planet Earth. Uh, but Pub by Novos are second, only to theirs.
Little
Drums or
taste.
flats?
Do what?
Drums or flats?
Drums.
I like flats.
Little taste again. I think it does have the best steak in the area. I've said that. But all things considered, you can't go to Little Taste and watch a ball game. You can't go to Little Taste and it's not really a great place to go hang out with your friends. It's a place to pretty much go eat and leave. Um, so because of that and the variety at pub, I'm gonna go with the pub to make it to the final four.
Yeah.
In the bottom half of the bracket, we've got Backyard Barbecue versus Shogun. Now, if you are consistent, you said earlier that when you go to a restaurant, you base it off of one item. And I know how much you love the shoulder plate.
But I also love the steak and chicken combo.
I understand. I mean, this is it's a brutal draw.
This is the toughest one of the whole thing. I
I
just
mean, me
think, gosh, this is going to hurt me so bad. I just think when I am talking about excitement to go somewhere, I get a little more excited when someone says, "Hey, we're going to Shogun tonight," and they cook it in front of you, and you get extra rice or a double rice, and you eat for 3 days. It's just don't know how you can beat that,
I'm with you. I mean, again, 2 or 3 meals.
man.
I wasn't even thinking earlier. They do cook it right in front of you.
Right in front of you, they
They
flip you a
flip,
shrimp.
yeah, flip the shrimp. I usually miss it. They make fun of me, but that's okay.
And
I'm gonna
Shogun
go.
is too, because in Danville there was a suka, and it's the same thing, but it's not the same. Shogun clears by a million. It's just different. I don't know. And then here I've just discovered the Shogun Express. I'd never had that before, like 3 weeks ago. Huh, that's the way to go.
It is really good. You don't get anywhere near as much food though,
But you still get a lot.
but it's not gonna last you 2 or 3 meals.
Yeah, but you're going to be full for 2 days.
We're gonna go with Shogun over Backyard.
Gosh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Backyard. We'll probably see you this weekend. No, we won't. We won't be in Tompkinsville, but I'm sorry. Just it's tough to compete with Shogun. It's just a tough draw. On the
Hmm.
other side, we've got Gerard's Tavern versus Garcia's. Now, here is where I will say I said earlier when talking about Gerard's, I'm not probably ever going to eat there again. It's way too fancy of a place for me. Just not my style. But it is elite. The steak is one of the best I've ever had. But if you were to come to me right now and say, hey, you want to go to Gerard's or do you want to go to Garcia's? I'm going to choose Garcia's because I don't feel like dropping $100 for a meal.
I think I would just pick Garcia's.
That's what I just said.
I mean, just in general, unlimited money. I think I'm just going to pick Garcia's.
Yeah, I'm with you. Garcia's is, I mean, it's, again, I said it earlier, Mexican food's probably my favorite. That's the best. I'm
We're going
sorry.
to get obliterated for that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get roasted for choosing Garcia's over Gerard's, no doubt. But whatever. We've had worse takes on here before. And in the bottom half, we've got Hickory and Oak versus Double Dogs. Easy. It's got to be Hickory and Oak.
Yeah, got to be.
As great as Double Dogs is, great atmosphere. Hickory and Oak is. I mean, it has a shot to win this thing. And now our final four. We've got Pub by Novo versus Shogun on one side, and Garcia's versus Hickory and Oak on the other. Let's start on the left side of the bracket. Pub by Novo versus Shogun.
I think I'm going to go Pub by Novo. I'm just basing it, but like at this point, everyone's good. Everyone's got good wings. Everyone's got good steak. Everything's good. Now it's just which one am I more excited to go to? I'm more excited to go to the pub.
I'm with you. I think I agree. Pub is, they've got it all: wings, steak, fries, atmosphere. I'm going pub. And then on the other side, we have Garcia's versus Hickory and Oak.
I mean, can you pick against Hickory and Oak here? I mean,
I don't think so. Hickory and Oak to the championship to face Pub by Novo. Pub by Novo versus Hickory and Oak. What are we going with?
I'm going with pub.
I'm with you.
It was a one
Take a
seed for a reason. They were the best. They went wire to wire. I think this is a easier matchup than before. I think I would. I think I would have took backyard over Hickory and Oak as much as I love it. And again, I might get roasted for that, but I just love Pub by Nova.
It
It's
really is the
the
best.
best.
That's
I'm so excited for Friday. I'm hanging out with two of my college roommates, two of my best friends from college. Zach Dillman, he's coming in from Owensboro. Trey Alexander, he lives here in Glasgow. We're going to Bowling Green and meeting up our wives, and we're going to the pub. That was where we chose to go.
it. Anytime I'm in the Bowling Green area with a group of friends, that's always my suggestion. Hey, let's go to the pub. Because again, they've just got everything. It's so many varieties, appetizers, steaks, all of it. And for me, I'm a big atmosphere guy. I like to watch a ball game, so it's tough to beat the pub for me. So we have agreed. As for us, Pub by Novo is our local restaurant bracket champion. Again, the way we went about this selection is it had to be within a 60-mile radius of us. Uh, as for all the Monroe County barbecues, they were all deserving of being on here. They really was. They're all great. But again, we decided to just go with one simply because that was the one that we ate at the most. Because again, when we're in Tompkinsville,
And really, you're just saying Monroe County barbecue.
essentially, yeah. But again, we thought we would just choose one simply because that's the one we go to the most. Because when we're in Tompkinsville, we're at our parents' house and it's right across the road. It's just convenient. Um, so that is why we chose that one. But there are a lot of great local restaurants
Even
in the
though the
area.
last barbecue I had was we were at Granny's on Sunday, and they live right on the Tennessee line, and we went to One Stop.
Yeah, I hated I missed out on that. I was out of town.
One Stop is quality.
Yeah, it's very good. But anyway, let us know on our social media pages: TikTok, Facebook. Let us know what
One
your.
more shout out to Monroe County Barbecue. Sorry to cut you off, but there is a barbecue trailer here that advertises itself as Monroe County Barbecue.
You've gotten in a really bad habit of cutting me off.
Sorry.
I know you don't care. I just thought I would throw that out there. I don't do that to you.
Usually, what I'm saying is like more
Way more
no.
important. Well, where's that at? Where do they set up? Is it the one right as you come into Glasgow at the dollar store?
Yeah,
I see that they're pulling
it
in about
advertises as Monroe County Barbecue,
the time that I'm passing through there every morning.
and they are good. It is good. I can't remember who does it, but it's really good.
Yeah, so again, there's a lot of great restaurants locally. Get out there and try them out, whether you be in Tompkinsville, Glasgow, Bowling Green, wherever you may be. I look forward to tomorrow on Friday. We're recording on Wednesday, but this episode comes out on Thursday. On Friday, when I'm driving up to E-Town Friday evening after school, I'm going to stop at Long John Silver's. I just feel like I have to.
We actually have a video that maybe I can show through the
It's
screen.
no, it's going on our social media.
Okay.
Yeah, so be sure and check us out on Facebook, Two Pencils Podcast. Give us a follow over on TikTok at Two Pencils Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Give us a like over there as well. And be sure and let us know on Facebook who you have winning in your bracket for the Two Pencils Podcast local restaurant bracket. Was you going to say something?
We're not done, are we?
We don't have to be.
Well, I just thought there's been some sports news today that we need to talk about.
What's up?
Hubert Davis is out at North Carolina.
Yeah, that is right.
And Bill Self came out and said he wasn't retiring yet.
Yeah. North Carolina, one of the four biggest blue bloods, in my opinion, has fired one of their own. Of course, they had Hubert Davis, he's a lot like Mark Pope, played there. He's been an assistant there forever. And after 5 seasons, he is out at North Carolina. And I'm sure they're going to come out swinging for a huge name.
Well, let's talk about it. Who should they go after? I
I
think
think
there's been one name thrown around the most.
I think anyone right now should go after. I mean, you got to make people like. I feel like you got to make people say no. So make Dan Hurley say no, which I think at this point Dan Hurley is coaching a blue blood. So I think he will turn it down.
I mean,
I think
UConn won 6 national titles. They have more
UConn
than North Carolina.
UConn's
Oh,
a blue blood.
or the same. Is it the same or
Same,
more?
same. They've got more than Duke.
Yeah.
UConn is 100% a blue blood. I'm not listening to you if you say they're not. The blue bloods are the top five in any order. I'm not giving these in order. Kentucky, Kansas, Duke, Carolina, UConn. And then you got to throw UCLA in there, I guess. But
No UCLA or Indiana?
Indiana, no, they're not a blue blood.
Well, here's and I get where people come from. Oh, well, they won them back in the day. Well, other teams had the chance to win them then also.
I mean, you do have to say
50
UCLA.
years from now, if Duke doesn't win another one for 50 years, are people going to look back and be like, well, Duke won theirs all in the 90s and the 2000s?
No.
No, like they had a chance to win back then too.
Yeah, I'm with you. But as far as North Carolina, it's one of those jobs that if someone comes calling, if they call you, you may say no, but you're going to listen, and you're going to listen hard. Carolina, Duke, Kansas, Kentucky. If those four come calling, you're listening. I don't care what. Todd Golden. I don't care that he's at Florida and he's the defending national champion, and I don't care what his buyout is. If Carolina calls him, he's not going to say no on the spot. He is going to listen. Bottom line.
I do know that Florida is actively working to sign him to a long-term deal, and
As
that
they should.
there's their athletic director, who I don't have any faith in, but he says that Golden is going to be at Florida for a long time.
I mean, you have to say that. And he may be. But I've said in multiple group chats I'm in, you're in one of them, I think Todd Golden will be the next coach at Kentucky. And people just say, oh, there's no way he's ever leaving Florida, blah, blah, blah. He won't even listen. Yes, he will. It's Kentucky. It's Carolina. It's Duke. It's Kansas. People are
Here's
going to listen.
if Kentucky gives him here's how coaches do. He's probably very happy where he's at.
Sure, he is.
If you listen and then Florida comes back and makes your situation better, you don't leave.
I agree with that. But people are out there just saying he's not even going to consider it. Yes, he
No, I
would.
mean you have to listen.
I mean,
You've
to
got to be like,
those,
well, okay, and it may just be like, all right, tell me what you got. What you got for me? And he's thinking he's not going to take it, and he probably won't. But like, yeah, you're going to be like, well, or he may tell his agent, like, well, yeah, tell me what they say.
but as far as North Carolina, I think Golden's on their short list. Billy Donovan. Um, I don't think there's any way you get Brad Stevens, but I think he might be on their list. Um,
A
the
buddy of
Iowa,
ours said, and I think this is true. The only way to do it now is you got to take a chance on one of these young up and comers, like Florida did with Todd Golden. I mean, they took a chance on him; it worked out. Like, it's going to be hard to lure away. Like, here's the only other people I could say, like Houston's a great program, but like, what about him? Like, Houston's not even to the Florida level. Florida's
they've
won
never
three
won one.
titles. How many's Houston got? One or two, if that many. They have one.
Uh, if they do, it was a long time ago.
Like, I mean, I'm saying like you about have to take a chance on some of these up and comers, or you
I
know.
think the
Here's a bigger question for a Kentucky fan: Carolina fired Hubert Davis. That job's open. If Bill Self retires, does that put pressure on Kentucky to get rid of Pope?
Kentucky's not firing Pope.
Does
He's
it put
getting,
pressure on them with a new athletic director who's familiar? Because at that point, two good coaches are going to be gone
yeah, but
off the market. Are you, as Kentucky, willing to settle for the third best guy out there?
yeah,
Because
I
you
think
can
that.
get the level of coach Carolina and Kansas can get. Yes, you can.
Here's why I would say Kentucky won't feel any pressure. Number one, because Mitch Barnhart isn't going anywhere until June or July. You're definitely not going to fire a coach that late. And
True.
number two, they hired Mark Pope. So they didn't even, they come out of the gate swinging last year. They went for Dan Hurley and Scott Drew. And after that, we settled for Mark Pope, someone who had never won an NCAA tournament game. So I think they got their third option then. Why Pope was the third option, I'll never know, but he was. So no, I don't. Although you're right, it's going to take.
You hear all these people talking about, well, what about Rick Pitino? Rick Pitino is not going to nudge his former player out.
Yeah,
He would not do it. I
no,
don't think if Mark Pope got fired, he would even consider it because
I
that
don't
would
think so either.
seem sleazy. Rick Pitino's been known to be a little sleazy, but I don't think he would do that to his former player.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he's even. I don't think he would even consider it.
No. Uh, I don't either. So that and I was one of those that was like, oh, got to go after Patino, Patino, Patino. But you're right. He loves Mark Pope. He's not
Only
gonna.
what, $1 million or something?
Yeah, came
Was
and
it a
spoke
million?
at.
I don't remember, but he
I'm
donated
not
a
sure,
bunch
but
of money.
he came and spoke at Big Blue Madness. I mean, he loves Mark Pope. He's not gonna do anything to spite him or
He couldn't
undermine
get
him
a
by
million
any means.
dollars. I'm sorry. That may be too much. I don't remember.
He did something. I'm not sure, but another name. Uh, the Iowa State coach is an interesting one. I can't remember his name right now. And Byington at Vanderbilt.
Mm.
He's done a great job. Dusty May, I think he's built Michigan into something that he don't know that you could leave at this point, but that's a
Michigan
name to
can
look
play
out
with
for.
anybody.
Yeah, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, and it's going to get even more interesting if Bill Self retires. I think if both of those jobs are open in the same cycle, that would be wild.
It's kind
Because
of like
that's
this offseason in football.
yeah, I mean that's two top five jobs in America.
In football this year, you had Florida, LSU. Penn State. Who else?
Yeah.
I mean, that's three big ones.
Speaking of the big blue bloods in football, this is totally random here. How does Mike Norvell still have a job at Florida State?
I don't know. I
I, I
mean,
mean,
they
that
did
guy
go undefeated like what 3 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago. But my goodness, the last 2 or 3 years have been abysmal. Like they've been bad, bad.
He lost to Billy Napier
He didn't he
twice.
only win 2 games in one of those years?
Yeah,
Or yeah, and just I don't know.
I don't think they should fire him. I think they should keep him for a long. Give him a chance to fix it.
I'm sure you do think that. Just like all the Duke fans thought that Hubert Davis should get a lifetime contract at North Carolina.
Hubert Davis has done some damage to Duke in his time. I mean, you can't. I mean, he retired Coach K. He's beat Duke
Hey,
5 times.
he beat. I
He beat
didn't
him
realize
this year.
this.
If
I
his
didn't realize.
points, he might beat him again.
I didn't realize this. He North Carolina beat Duke in Coach K's final game at Cameron, and then he ended his career in the Final Four.
I mean, you better not want Hubert Davis. I mean, he's a Duke killer.
I didn't. Of course, I knew they beat him in the Final Four, but I didn't realize that they beat Coach K on his own floor in his final home game.
I think he has a losing record against Duke, but I think it's just like 5-7 or something. Like it's not like he's beat them like once a year almost
Yeah,
since he's
I'm
been.
not sure what it is. I could tell you real quick.
That's hilarious that he retired Coach K and he had a pretty not a great record, but he had a way above 500 record at Carolina.
4-6.
Okay, so 4-6,
Yeah.
and he beat them this year. Like
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Did Bill Self say when he's expected to make a decision, or
I just saw where he come out was like BS, not real, like that kind of
I'm
thing.
I'm gonna say since Carolina's open, I'm gonna say he stays one more year.
Why?
I don't know.
What's
I
Carolina
mainly
Open got to do with it?
I just feel like that he because they don't want to be in a race. I mean, 99% of the time, if the Kansas job is open, it's going to be the biggest job in America, and they can put all their focus and get whoever they want. But with another top tier job being open, I don't know. I also just feel like he is a good enough person that he would have announced it by now. With the way college athletics are now, and I mean, you're already having to start recruiting for next year's team. You're having to recruit your own players. I just feel like he would have made it known by now.
Bill Self is a legend.
I
I
like
mean,
Bill Self.
there was a picture. There was a picture of him with like all the trophies he's amassed since he's been at Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what, two national titles, I think,
Yeah,
and then like
two.
two national titles and wins the Big 12 like every year.
Yeah, he's just finished his 23rd season. He's won 2 national championships, numerous Big 12 championships. I'm sure he's won a couple
Been to the
Naismith Coach
title
of the Year
game
awards.
two other times.
Yeah, I know Kentucky beat him in 12, and I want to say they lost again to Carolina
Yeah, I think so.
in like
Or was it
maybe
Villanova or somebody like that? Did Villanova get them once in that 2 out of 3 they won?
maybe maybe. But yeah, I want to say he's played or coached in 4 and won 2.
And multiple Final Fours.
Yeah, don't fact check us on that. Actually, someone do fact check us and let us know. But I'm pretty sure he's coached in 4 national titles and he's won 2 in
Is he a
23
top
years.
five coach ever?
No, I
Top
mean
seven.
you got K, you've got Wooden, you got Rupp. I'm putting Patino in there. The dude has won everywhere. I know Self's got him. I know they've got the same amount of national championships. Uh,
I think Bill Self has to be ahead of Rick Pitino. In terms of your career at one school and you've done all this, Rick
Patino's done
Pitino's
it at
got two
multiple.
titles too, though. So
Yeah, I don't know.
at
It's a
multiple schools,
it's a good comparison,
Bill
but
Self is firmly ahead of Cal, I think.
yeah. But anyway, that's all we've got. Of course, that last part was off the wall, but know Jackson's got somewhere he's got to be this evening. Uh, Anything else you'd like to add before we get up out of here?
I don't think so. I think the weather's starting to get pretty. We've got dog week next week, so and then spring break after that. So it's fun time of the year.
Absolutely. So, again, happy opening day to all who celebrate, all you baseball fans. Happy Sweet 16 weekend to all the college basketball fans. Again, I apologize for earlier camera issues. I'm glad we was able to get that fixed. Let us know in the comments on Facebook. Let us know who wins the local restaurant bracket challenge. Again, shout out to all of the barbecues in Monroe County. You are all fantastic and you are all deserving. Uh, but anyway, that is all we've got. Everybody have a great weekend. We will see you all on Tuesday with a new episode. Have a great weekend.